Before packing your bags and coming to Qatar, there are important things that you really need to know, from weather, lifestyle, jobs, culture, and the real thing or the real story about being here. Hi guys, this is the Happy Lydia channel. I'm welcoming every newbie to this channel today. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and support for us to be getting more interesting information, educative one based on the travels when it comes to Qatar and most of the Gulf countries. So without wasting much time, let's see the most important things that we should know before we come to Qatar. How about we go to the weather part of it? Weather part of Qatar can be extremely hot. Yes, and when I say it can be extremely hot, I mean we are getting up to 50 degrees Celsius hot. This means you can put your eggs out without putting them on a gas and they are going to be ready for breakfast. Just kidding, but this is how hot it is, such that working in the daytime during the summer is really not even advocated here in Qatar. You find most of the summertime, most of the people are going out of their houses and back to their jobs during the night. So when it comes to weather, you need to understand and be ready to carry your sunscreen and all the protecting things that you would want to protect your skin from getting burned or getting rashes and being damaged by the hot weather that is being faced here in Qatar. So that's what I would say when it comes to weather. And when it comes to the winter time, it's quite good and relaxing, and it's quite nice, interesting. That's most of the time people will get to go to the park area. Those are the time people will be just going to the most of the malls here and just be making rounds, having some nature walks here and there. But otherwise, when it comes to the summertime, you go to sit down in your house and relax until you wait for the night to fall. The important number 2 thing is to know first about the cost of living here in Qatar. Cost of living can really be expensive, but I would really say it is vying. It varies from the kind of work you coming to do, the type of salary you are receiving, or the amount you have as a tourist that you're coming to spend here. Otherwise, in terms of cost of living, it quite be a little bit expensive, but at the same time you still have your way to, enjoy that moment and get into good things at also a cheaper price. It is way too balanced, but I would say just be ready in terms of finance. Have your good money in your pocket, because you don't want to miss the best things that you want to come and experience here just because of pocket. Yeah, so that is the cost of living and cost of visit here in Qatar. Number 3, it's about culture and the dressing code when it comes here. So before you come, you need to understand that Qatar is a modern country, yes, but it is still really respects its traditional way of dress code and its traditional way of interaction. So most of the ladies here are dressed up to habayas, but not everyone. For expatriates, people who are coming from other countries, you're of course not told to dress in habayas or anything, but they encourage people like you have to dress decently. You don't have to be in short skirts like the mini skirts, or shorts like the shorts that are really short, and the book tops that are way too revealing. In short, any clothes that is revealing, they don't really advocate. They really value their culture. Yeah, they really value their culture and their tradition. So when you come here, just carry those clothes that that are not really exposing in any matter, because there are some malls to an extent you cannot be allowed to go inside with some parts with some types of with some types of dress codes that are revealing. And also some restaurants you might go, some hotels you might go, and they might really not let you pass through. You don't want to have a bad experience here just because you don't know. And now because you know, you're going to find clothes that are also revealing when you're coming to visit Qatar. Yeah, when it comes to number 4, it's about the transport. When it comes to transport, you really don't have to worry much about it. Qatar has the best transport system, I can say, compared to other countries that I have had stories of. They have public transport, at the same time they have the private transport, which are way too much available for you to be late or to go anywhere, or for you to lack way of getting to another place from different place to place. Most of the public transport known is the train. They are way too much available, connected to different cities. And we have the buses. These are public buses which will cost you almost a 0 real to just get yourself from here to another place. And then we have the Uber, we have the taxi F, and also we have the Karwa taxis. These are taxis that you can book, and they are instant booking. They will be there for you in 3 minutes, maximum 2 minutes, or sometimes even 1 minute, depending on the location you're booking from. That will help you a lot to divagand yourself around Qatar. Yeah, transport is available and transport is really reliable. That is so interesting here in Qatar. The other thing we should talk about, if you're coming for a job, don't come without a job. It might be way tricky. Don't come in a visit visa trying to convert it, not visit visa. Yeah, you can come with a visit visa, or even you are coming maybe with a freelance visa, but I would really advise you, don't come to Qatar without a job paper. The reason being is that you might really go through a hard hustle finding a sponsor to sponsor you to get that job, and finding that job to be permanent or even to be part-time that is really giving you some amount of cash, because cost of living, as I said, quite expensive. Can you imagine you come here without a job and you have to start looking for a job and a sponsor to sponsor your ID? It's gonna take you a while and it's gonna take you a lot of hassle. Some of the people might give up in the middle and they want to go back from where they come from. So before you pack your bags to come to Qatar, please come with a job offer. Come with a job offer. It's really important. So let's talk about the interesting part. Most of the places that you should visit when you come to Qatar, yeah, you should visit Souk Waqif. Souk Waqif is a market that most of the tourists, most of the local Qataris, and most of the expatriates like to go there because it's around a sea area, and at the same time it has a lot of stuffs, interesting stuffs that you can try together and buy when it comes to spices, dresses, clothes, all types of clothes, all types of also Qatar cultures. You're gonna see them from there. Souk Waqif is one of the interesting places that you need to visit. And then we have the desert safari. If you are a person who wants to visit a desert and, you know, be in that car and be riding over and be riding camels and sometimes horses, you got to come and go to desert safari. It's a really interesting activity to do here in Qatar. The other part that you really have to visit is the mall. I'll give you 3 interesting malls. We have the Villaggio malls. Most of the people, when they come, they like to visit the Villaggio malls because it's an interesting place. And then we have the Mall of Qatar. It's very interesting, very interesting. Those are the 2 malls that I can advise you. And then we have now the main mall, which is the city center mall. They call it the city center mall, which is in the center of the city. It is the biggest mall I know, and it has all the stuff that you would wish to see and buy from there. So malls, visit them. And then we have souks. We have most of the souks. I said Souk Waqif. We have Souk Wakra. It's based in Al Wakra. You can come and visit that place, and yeah, it's gonna be so interesting. And if you are that person who is interested like visiting the some, you want to see some kind of animals, birds, I'd advise you to go to a zoo. We have a lot of zoo here, so you can find one zoo and then you're like, okay, this is the place I'm going to visit. And then we have another interesting place that you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss to have some time, like a picnic, self picnic in the park. We have the Aspire Park, we have Oxygen Park, and then we have Corniche. Corniche is one place that got a lot of parks at the same time. We have a sea there. You can do boat riding, and you can just take your bicycle and ride around, and it's so interesting. And those are the things that I would really say is important for you to know before you pack your bags to come to Qatar, guys. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to the Happy Lydia channel. Comment there down information that you would want me to tell you. Until next time, bye.